Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So today in this video guys, I am going to show you why the price of Bitcoin around 19,000 has not bottomed yet with the help of this ATN normalized and Williams percentage indicator, and also why the upcoming days could be favoring the shorts. Before we talk about this ATN normalized and Williams percentage here, first let's have a quick look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a smaller time frame, because if you look at this broadening wedge, inside this broadening wedge we are forming so-called a descending triangle. Descending triangle is considered as a bearish scenario, but we have said even if this is going to be a bullish breakout after breaking the resistance or the upper line area from this descending triangle, which has rejected the price plenty of time, if we do manage to come across this area, right, and flip it into support, then we are expecting this trend continuation to happen around 20,500, 20,700. If we are lucky, we could even touch the 21,000 resistance line and then again start with this corrective movement, because I personally believe this could be turning out into a big fake out and price again starts with this corrective movement. Why? Because in a daily time frame you can see very clearly the area where we are fighting to remain at this current stage is this 19,000 support line, because we know if we break this support around 19,000 to 18,800 area, that could trigger a big sell off for Bitcoin. Because if we look at these indicators, it's already actually indicating weakness in price action. Bearish MACD cross. If we look at RSI line is below 50 level. If you look at the T3CCI indicator, this T3CCI indicator is in a negative territory favoring the shorts. So once this support around 19,000 to 18,800 gets broken, I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to show a very similar movement. But I have just showed you guys in a 4-hour time frame, if you do see any sort of a breakout here like this, then expect the price of Bitcoin to form another right shoulder here in this manner, and then again starting with this corrective movement. Doesn't matter if we are going to see any sort of a relief rally type of scenario in the medium short term, the overall picture for Bitcoin looks very weak. Why? Because if you look at this one example here in a weekly time frame, we have found out this formation, what we are witnessing, looks like Wyckoff's distribution schematic 2. And according to this Wyckoff distribution schematic 2, the area where we are finding ourselves is this phase E. And in this phase E, you can see, even though this is a continuation here to the downside, there will be some relief rally type of scenario before price again starts breaking here to the downward direction. And this is exactly what is also unfolding in our case. So please be careful. Once the support around this 19,000 or 18,800 gets broken, right, proper support gets broken, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to start with this corrective movement here in this manner. And we have said 16 to 17,000 is looked as our potential target, and in the worst case scenario even around 11 to 12,000 range. And not just only with this previous example, also guys, also if you look at this price action using this simple falling trend line here in a weekly time frame, this falling trend line is also rejecting the price again and again, because you can see whenever we have started with this impulsive movement, after reaching around this falling trend line, the price of Bitcoin has always found resistance, and also after that we have started with this corrective movement here in this manner, forming lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of scenario. So that is one reason why I want you guys to be very careful, because this falling trend line has already rejected the price, and this price is also clearly heading here to the downward direction. Because if we look at this exact scenario in a bigger time frame, again using this 2B reversal pattern, yesterday we talked about this formation playing out. I mean, if you break the support, the lower line support from this descending triangle, just like here from the past price action, then we could be showing another very similar price movement, just like here from the past price action before, right, forming an actual accumulation phase and starting this new marker phase. But for this to play out, we still have a lot of time. And also guys, also please do not expect price to show a corrective movement here in this manner all of a sudden. We could be seeing range bound, even some fake out around this area, and again breaking it to the downside, slowly heading towards this next confluence area around 11 to 12,000, forming an actual bottom, and then starting with this new marker phase here in this manner. And now let me show you guys with the help of this ATR normalized and William percentage AR here in a daily time frame, why 19,000 was not bottom. If we look at this example here, in the past price action, you can see whenever the price of Bitcoin has started with this new marker phase here in this manner, what has happened before? Before we found out that around that area, market has bottomed, we got a confirmation from this ATR normalized and William percentage error. I mean, whenever this ATR normalized and William percentage error gives us an exact value, that is an indication around that area the market might have bottomed and we could be starting with this new marker phase here in 2017. If you look at this from March, during this uptrend we had plenty of corrective movement, but once this corrective movement ended and this ATR normalized also signaled us that around that area the market might have bottomed, what happened after that? The price of Bitcoin started with this new marker phase. A very similar scenario unfolded here. After reaching around this 19,000-20,000, we again started with this corrective movement, but this corrective movement ended when we got another buy signal from this indicator. I mean, the ATR normalized and William percentage there started showing exact value, and after that you can see we had this really nice move in price action of Bitcoin. This exact scenario unfolded again here in 2020 as well. If you look at this price action of Bitcoin, you can see in 2020 March, after this black swan event, this indicator flashed us the market has bottomed around that area and we could be starting a new marker phase, and it did happen. I mean, after this black swan event, you can see the price started showing some consolidation and also started with this new marker phase. What I'm trying to show you here is that in 2021 a very similar scenario followed. I mean, when we had this bigger price retracement, this indicator here to the downside flashed a buy signal when the price of Bitcoin had this corrective movement around 29,000, and you can see after that we started showing some consolidation and even made a new all-time high. And now since then you can see the price of Bitcoin is clearly heading here to the downward direction. If you look at this indicator here to the downside, this indicator is remaining quiet. So for a buy signal, what must happen here? This ATR normalized must come across 95, and at the same time this William percentage error here to the downside, this indicator must come across minus 95 area. If that is going to happen, then we will be seeing another vertical green line appearing, which is going to give us a buy signal and also a signal that around that area the market might have bottomed. But for now you can see this ATR normalized and William percentage error is still remaining quiet, but whenever it's going to be flashing another buy signal, you are going to be the first one to know about it. Do not worry, guys. So for now we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show further corrective movement in the upcoming days, and any sort of a relief rally in the medium short term we are still looking this as a fake out, and after that we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to follow this corrective movement. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.